Hello everyone, this is going to be a very short video, I hope. This video today is about FBI says it contains cyber incident on its computer network. QA expert Daryl Guberman says nope. I've been telling you for not only months, I've been telling you for several years. I'm going to say this. The root cause of this issue is the American National Standards Institute, ANSI, and we're going to have a brief video here to let you know about this issue. If it's China, it's China. I have a feeling that it is China putting this material onto the FBI website. And of course, I told you about Christopher Wray back in November 15th, 2022. He gave a deposition at the Congress or Senate, and he said that TikTok and China are detriments to our way of life. And here you have a cybersecurity issue. You also have a factor, and I'm going to say this again and again. You have the National Institute of Standards and Technology who got hacked. Their National Vulnerability Database, which is these are parts of the Department of Commerce, and NIST sits on ANSI as a matter of fact, who between 2015 and 2021 were controlled and manipulated by communist China. I've said that in many videos. Down below this, in the description, you'll find videos that reference what I'm saying. And it is the truth, because integrity, honesty, and the truth, and what Christopher Wray has is he should be let go. He really should be. And we're going to show you this. ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, is a private, not-for-profit, non-governmental corporation. It has federal agencies and corporations on its board. I've gone through this many times. We're going to keep this as short as possible. I've showed you this, the tying of alliances and all that. You have Randy Doherty, who in 2015 was the vice president of ANAB, the chairman of the IAF, and also the principal on the IAF tax report. He handed over leadership in 2015 to Zhao Jinwu, a communist Chinese national who's been involved with our quality since 1994. Continuing on, he is also, at that time, the chief executive of the China National Accreditation Services, which is in Beijing, China. He is mandated by his country of origin, Communist China, to take our data like the FBI, infiltration, through the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7, which mandates espionage. You have ANSI and ANAB. ANSI took over complete control over ANAB in 2018. You have federal agencies and corporations. We go back to Randy. This is very important. In 2017, Randy was being advertised on the Department of Homeland Security. At the time, if he sent you an email, he was the technical advisor for ANAB. But on the Department of Homeland Security, he is advertised as the vice president of ANAB, a private concern being advertised on a governmental agency, which is a no-no. I made a video. They took him down in about 2 months. He was gone, but 2 or 3 months. Sitting on the DHS, sitting on ANSI is a DHS member, Phil Matheson, who got his salary as a federal employee or tax money at waste. And he also got $262,000 as a royalty payment from ANSI at that time. He was considered a director of accreditation standards for Department of Homeland Security, whatever that gobbledygook is. So you had Randy sitting on there. His buddy, Zhao Jinwu, who's been involved with our quality, he's mandated to take our data. What's happening here? Any espionage? We don't know, do we? In 2016, we have Joe Batia, who gave a speech at the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. The reason why I do this is because he states that would you really want to have your competition dictate the future of how you do business, and that competitor could be somebody not just from the US, but somebody from China? That was in 2016. 2015, a year before, the IAF was taken over by Communist China, given to Communist China. 2015 to 2021, Zhao Jinwu ruled it. ANSI and ANAB both sat on the IAF between those years, 2015 and 2021. They're still on. Disgusting. You have this. This is a nice little placard that shows you the different ANAB, ANSI, IF, and NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, which has the NIST SP 800, which is for cybersecurity, and they're being pushed onto contractors who supply, cybersecurity materials to our government. So that has failed. NIST SB 800 has failed. CMMC, CMMI are also intertwined with cybersecurity stuff, and they too are being watched over by communist China. So even though you're getting CMMC spending a lot of money, CMMI, you are wasting your money. Honestly, you are wasting your money to get that piece of paper. Okay, we have Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray, here he is, the man of the hour. What makes it bad is that the FBI had cyber intrusion again. I put out several videos. You'll find them down below. I'm going to try to keep this brief. And guess what? The FBI had been watched over by communist China from 2015 to 2021, probably longer than that. We're going to put up Christopher Wray, and we're going to show you, here he is. This is Christopher Wray when he's giving a deposition, but this is him in the public eye. A clown. Yes, he is. And he stated one of his depositions, he said that the whole of the Chinese society is a threat to the U.S., and Americans must step up and defend themselves. Well, his cybersecurity protocol in the FBI has failed miserably. It failed at Lockheed Martin. It's failed all over. Every one of the federal agencies that sit on ANSI have gotten their data taken. Do you understand that? So, and here goes this. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to let you business leaders and business people, men and women, read this, because this is what the back and forth banter between Christopher Wray of the FBI and what he thinks about China, what China thinks about him, and wouldn't you know it, he can't keep his data together because they sit on ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, okay? Chairman in 2019 said these words to me. He was talking about that, about the FBI. They're talking about, this is probably the joke in the office because they're half a nut fucking all of us. And that's from Russ Cheney, the chairman. I've already told you about that. You'll find the rest of the data down below. Just got back from a major meeting. I got to tell you something. It ain't good. And I've predicted it. My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, Daryl, TQRS @yahoo.com. I look forward to hearing from you about this. And remember something. This is the real Christopher Wray. This is his clown suit. Thank you.